did you see from him in terms of his jump shot and what he was able to show on the offensive side? Because I know the defensive side, what he's
I mean, well, I think the unique thing about both of those guys is that they're talented, and they were asked to do certain things for their teams, and like they both alluded to, like being great teammates, being win first guys, they settled on their roles. And for him, his role was not to shoot threes, and so when he came in, evidently he knew that was a narrative that was surrounding him. But he shot the ball exceptionally well, shot it with confidence, and what we realized was there's still a lot of work, a lot of room for growth, but the fundamentals and the basics are there. I think you'll find with the game's best players, these guys, the more volume they have, the better they get. I have no doubt he'll be a capable and above capable shooter in the near future.
It's kind of been the theme of the past few off seasons to be all in, making big moves. What made you feel like drafting players and bringing you back into the team were the right move rather than trading the pick or any of the things like that?
I think you go into every year thinking about 2 years ahead, and so for us, over the last few years, we've been in a win-now mode, and we still are in a win-now mode, but our team was younger. So when your best players are 24, 25, you draft, you approach the draft a certain way. As your guys 27, 29, 30, 31, 35, you just want to have that balance. So you're always seeking a balance where you have X amount of guys under the age of 24, a certain number of guys between 24 and 30, and guys 30 plus. And so this was a summer for us to be able to add multiple guys with that sub 24 and that sub 24 group. Just thought it was the right time, and those are the right guys to do it with.
So what else are you guys looking to add in the free agency?
My standard answer: point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center. For our team is a very dynamic, I say balanced yet unbalanced team. We have 3 high-level scorers, 3 high-level playmakers, and right now we're just focused on continuing to surround us with guys that complement them, but more importantly, guys that they can augment by just being themselves.
What's the particular
I mean, everyone you speak to about Oso, every single player, every single coach talks about his willingness to do whatever it takes to set a team. And so if that means a vocal leader, great. If that means being great. If that means being silent, fine. What I did appreciate and what I did find out about him in that process was that he would compete, not against his teammates, but more so with them. Even when they had competitive drills, if he won or if he lost, he was always there to make sure that they were good. That's the sign of a true teammate.
James, so the same question I asked Ryan. When you see an athlete like him, how excited are you to untap that with what the NBA provides with pace and space compared to some collegiate offenses that might be
It's fun. I really enjoy watching players maximize their potential. He's a guy, an athletic standpoint, that has so many gifts that he just needs the opportunity to display. And I think you saw it in college. College is not a lot of space. In college, the game is, I always say, bounded. We hope to unbound him and allow him to excel. And I think he'll do well right from the jump.
You guys are able to sign Jalen Bridges and Boo Buie on draft night as well. Was that more of a focus for you compared to previous years, or did the addition of the G League team help you guys add players?
The G League team helps tremendously. It's extremely difficult to get good players and guys that rightfully are NBA players, but they just run out of draft slots. It's tough to get them if you don't have a place where they can go and play and develop. And so, shout out to Matt for continuing to invest in the team and the franchise. And I think it's going to pay huge dividends because players want to play and they want to play in Phoenix.
James, you're always so cool, calm, and collected. Is this time of year for you kind of like stressful, or is it like fun, kind of like puzzling and putting everything together?
No, I mean, this is the time when you feel like you can get better. When you lose in April, the summer's agony. You spend all summer waiting to get to this point where you can add to your team. But at the moment you add to your team, you're talking about summer league and in the fall trying to get better. So it's a cycle. I always say if you're not winning, you're trying to win. Right now, we're trying to win.
When you look at Oso and Ryan, they both have skills that can translate right away, help them contribute from day one. How important was it to find guys that can obviously grow in multiple areas, but can also chip in from the start?
Well, I mean, I think the story of the NBA is that you always want to find guys that can play the game. It's tough to learn how to play this game once you get here. So you have to have the traits, you have to have the attributes that will allow you to transition quickly. And I think for them and with this team, they're perfect matches. So they'll get a chance to compete. If they compete the right way, hopefully they push themselves and to new heights, and they push our team to new heights. But I expect them to come and compete and make us a lot more competitive this year.
Is it safe to say they and Jalen and Colin will be on the summer league squad?
Yeah, the plan is for those guys to play. Every single one of them was like, we want an opportunity to play and show what we can do, and we're all for it.
What you target with Ryan and Oso, was that positionally needs or just more you identified the players and like what they were about?
A combination, right? Like you have to, where we are, you have to find a fit. But they have to be able to play. They have to be skilled enough to compete. And I use the word compete a lot because that's how you get better. I think they talked about it on the stage. They alluded to it. The only way good players become great is through competition. And the daily competition amongst each other or with each other is what we hope can accelerate some of our growth so that by the time we get to the fall, we're in a better spot.
Thanks.